Alright, let's start with quadratic equations today. So this is the general form of quadratic equation. Ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. And quadratic equation means the power or the highest degree should be 2. See, the power, the highest power is 2. So whenever the highest power is 2, it is called quadratic equation. Now, you see, when you see in this general form, means this is how it is represented. So a cannot be equal to 0. So if a is 0, a will multiply with x square, this will become 0. So the highest power left out will be only 1. Suppose this part is not there, left out will be only 1. So that's why a cannot be equal to 0. If the highest power is 1, it is not quadratic. It will become linear equation. So that's why a cannot be equal to 0. And this a, b, c, this all belongs to real number. Okay? All these are real number. That means it can be any type. It can be number, 1, 2, 3, or it can be decimal, it can be fraction, it can be root over 2, irrational number. Now this one you don't have to focus more here. Now let's suppose whenever we have equation, here our equation is on x. Now we'll learn how to find the roots. Roots means, in other words, it also means zeros. Now zeros means value of x. Roots, zeros, value of x, all are same. Now as this has the power 2, it will always have two solutions. Quadratic equation has two solutions. Always two solutions. Means you'll have two roots. You'll have two zeros. You'll have two values of x. So all these meanings, the meanings are same. Now let's see how to find out the roots or the solution. This is the first method I'm going to teach you today is splitting the middle term. Now I'm writing in this way so that you save time. In less time you can do many things. So this is the quadratic equation. 2x square minus 7x plus 6 equal to 0. Suppose I have to find out the roots here. Then how to find out? The first method I'm going to teach you is splitting. What is the splitting method? So observe it very carefully. Now always you arrange this way first. X square and then comes with x and then number. Now you see this is ax square plus bx. Here b is minus 7 plus c equal to 0. This is a general form. So first of all you will arrange this way in descending order of the power. Next, to split the middle term, you multiply first the last and the first. First of all, remember you have to arrange it first accordingly. You multiply the last number, the last constant, with the first coefficient of x square. This is called, 2 is called coefficient of x square. Minus 7 is called coefficient of x. And 6 is called constant term. Now when you multiply 6 2s are 6 into 2 equals to 12. 6 2s are 12. Now next is called splitting the middle term. Now the middle term will be splitted. Here our middle is what? Forget about this minus, concentrate here. Is 7. That means this 7 will be splitted. Then how it will split? It all depends upon this one. Now 6 2s are 12, you know, 6 into 2 12. Now in which table 12 is present? In which table 12 is present? When we add or subtract, we'll get 7. See? In which table 12 is present? 12 is present in 1 also. 1 12s are 12. But when I add 1 plus 12, it is giving us 13. And when I subtract 12 minus 1, it is giving us 11. So I hope you have understood. It should come 7. 6 2s are 12. And 4 into 3 is also 12. 4 3s are 12. See, this is the purpose. Now I have to get the factor. I have to multiply two things. I have to get 12. That's why I have to keep on trying. 4 3s are 12. Why I have to choose 4 3s are 12? Because 4 plus 3 gives us 7. Similarly, when you see this one, 6 2s are also 12. Sometimes directly also we can use 6 2s are 12, but when we add it is 8, and when we subtract it is 4, so we can't use this one. I hope things are clear. Now this 7 is split into two parts, 4 plus 3. That's how it becomes minus 4x minus 3x. It's like this. It's minus, in place of 7 I'll write 4 plus 3. And x also you can put inside, no problem. Now when you multiply this minus inside, it becomes minus 4x, minus into plus is minus 3x. That's how it comes like this. Plus 6 equal to 0. Now in this 2 you have to take out common. Now earlier it was 3 terms, now it become 4 terms. 4 I can divide into 2. In this 2 and in this 2. You have to take common. Now first of all 2x square minus 4x. 2x is common. And what is left out? X minus 2. And in this 2 what is common? Minus 3. You have to take minus 3. Why? Because x minus 2. Here also you have to get x minus 2. You cannot simply take plus 3. Now when you take minus, this plus will become minus or not? Because minus into plus is minus and minus into minus is plus. You should get back. It's not that you write here plus. When you take minus common, sign changes inside the bracket. Now see, whenever you see that x minus 2 are same, that means your splitting is correct. Otherwise, something is wrong here in this step, or something is wrong while taking out common. Now x minus 2, again x minus 2 is common in both. X minus 2, and what is left? 2x minus 3 equals to 0. Means product is 0. That means x equal to 2 or x equal to 3 by 2. I hope you have understood how come x equal to 2. X minus 2 is 0. That means x equal to 2. Now if you say 2x minus 3 equal to 0 means x will be equal to 3 by 2. Minus 3 goes this side, plus 3, 2 comes down. So that's how these are the two roots or the two zeros. Why zeros? Because I equated to 0 is the solution. If you don't have equal to 0 or equal to something, you can't find out the value of some unknown. You need a left hand side and you need a right hand side to find out any unknown. So that's why we say zeros. Any quadratic equation you equate it with 0, you will get the answer. So these are called zeros, these two. As I said, quadratic equation you will always have two solutions, remember. Sometimes you may get this way, x minus 1 and x minus 1 equal to 0. You may say that okay, the answer is same. No, x minus 1 is 0. That means x is equal to 1, 1. You have to write this way. Because you cannot get one solution, you have to get two solutions. There are two values. X is 1 and another value of x is also 1. Always two solutions. Now, there is some shortcut way. So splitting is fine, but shortcut means limitation. It cannot be applied in all the problems. So that's why basic you have to know. Shortcuts is just a limitation to some specific problems only. Now there is some shortcut based on some condition. Now you see, in ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, this is a general form. If, see the condition, if a plus b plus c is 0, then your x becomes the value of x, or the solution directly we can write 1, and another value of x will be c by a. Just take c by a. This is shortcut. Now one example let me show you. So particularly just check this question. 2x square minus 5x plus 3. 2x square minus 5x plus 3. Let me try to explain you in splitting and in shortcut way also. Now let me try in splitting. 3 2s are 6. 3 into 2 equals to 6. Then 3 plus 2 gives us 5. Middle term is 5. So 2x square minus 3x minus 2x plus 3. And I take common. Now 2x minus 3, x minus 1 equal to 0. So that means x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 3 by 2. It comes from here. See, x equal to 1 and x equal to 3 by 2. Now check here. Check the coefficient. This is a. This is b. By shortcut method I am doing now. And this is c. Now try adding all these three. A plus b plus c. Now 2 minus 5 is minus 3. Minus 3 plus 3 is 0. That means sum of all a plus b plus c equal to 0. If sum of the coefficients and the constant term, if it is equal to 0, and the value of x is what? What I said, 1 comma c by a. See, 1 comma c by a. What is c? C is positive 3. And what is a? A is 2. So direct answer. This is shortcut way. Now one more example I will give you. Check. A minus bx square plus b minus cx plus c minus a equal to 0. If you have to split the middle term, it will be very difficult for you. So this is meant for shortcut only. Now just see this part. Add them up. A, this is here a part, this here b part, and this here c part. Add them up. Now a and minus a cancel, minus b and plus b cancel, minus c and c cancel. Ultimately it is coming what? 0. Then the value of x will be what? 1 and c by a. What is c? C is this whole thing. And what is a? A is this whole thing. This, based on this condition. So just remember that it's just a limitation. Just for few questions you can apply these shortcuts. But this type of problems will be very helpful for you. Now let's go to another topic. Another topic will be quadratic formula. What is this quadratic formula? Quadratic equation you already know. Quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Now to find out the value of x, I told you how to use splitting the middle term. Now without splitting the middle term, you can simply use this quadratic formula. What is this quadratic formula? First of all, you have to note it down. What is a, what is b, and what is c. And if you know all these three parts, what you will do? You have to remember this formula. This formula is called quadratic formula. Now, it is the interesting part of this formula is that it can be applied to all the problems. There are some problems that where splitting the middle term is not possible. Like you check here. 20 ones are 20. 20 into 1 equals to 20. Okay, in this case is possible because 5 fours are 20 and 5 plus 4 makes us 9. So this splitting is possible. So let me show you some more example where splitting may not be possible. Let me try here. 4 twos are 8 and 4 twos are 8. In which table 8 is present? When we add or subtract is coming 3. We don't have any. See, 4 plus 2 6, 4 minus 2 2. And if I say 4 ones, okay, we have again 4 ones are 4 and 4 minus 1 equals to 3. So here also I can't explain you this. Let me search some example. Let's say x square minus 5x minus 2 equal to 0. Yes, check here. Splitting is possible or not? Now 2 ones are 2. And if in which table 2 is present? 2 is present only in 1 and 2. 1 into 2 equals to 2 and 1 plus 2 gives us 3 and 2 minus 1 gives us 1. That means what? This 5 we cannot split. So in that situation what we'll do? We'll use the quadratic formula. Always remember, quadratic formula you can use in any of the problems. Where splitting is possible also you can use quadratic formula. It'll be easy for you. But the challenging part is that you have to remember this formula. Remember this formula because later on we are going to use this formula to do on some other topic, very important topic. So what is the quadratic formula? X equal to minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac divided by 2ac. Okay, it is made in India. Remember this formula. This formula is called Sridhar Acharya formula. So very important. Made in India. So let's try to use this formula to find out the value of x. X square minus equal to 0. Now first of all know that what is a, what is b and what is c. A is nothing but what is coefficient of x square, that is a. A is 1. B here is minus 9. Don't write only 9, minus 9. And C here is 20. Now what is x equal to? Minus b minus b, minus is minus formula, b is minus 9, minus of minus b, plus minus root over b square minus 4ac, b square is minus 9 square minus 4ac, just put the value, divided by twice a. So when you calculate, minus into minus is plus. See how it is done. Check this part. See, there are two parts. X is equal to what? 9 plus minus 1 divided by 2. Plus minus 1 means what? The first solution will be x will be equal to 9 plus 1 divided by 2. 9 plus 1 is 10, 10 by 2. Or another answer will be 9 minus 1 divided by 2. So 8 by 2. The solution is 5 or 4. There are two solutions. I already told you that quadratic equations has two solutions. So let's see another question again. So here splitting is possible. You can use split in the middle term. No problem. But where splitting is not possible, see that this quadratic formula will help you. So check here, what is A? A is 2, B is minus 3 and C is minus 4. Now x is equal to minus b, minus of minus 3 plus minus root over b square minus 4ac, b square is minus 3 square. Just check. Divided by twice a. Twice. The whole divided by, remember. Now minus is plus. Root 3 minus 3 square is 9, and when you multiply this, minus into minus is plus. 4 4 is 16, 16 2 is 32, divided by 2 2 is 4. Now when you add this 2 is root over 41. Root over 41 is not a perfect square. You have learned in square and square roots. Now root over 41 cannot come out of the root, so it will remain as it is only. So there are two solutions. One solution is 3 plus root over 41 by 4, or another solution is 3 minus root over 41 by 4. See, plus minus. So always two solutions. See, in short steps we get the answer. So this is also very important topic, quadratic formula. Later on we'll practice some more questions. Now just try to note it down, everything whatever I am teaching you today. Now the next topic will be comparing the coefficients. So this part very important, keep in your mind. What is comparing the coefficients? You already know what is coefficients. So coefficients, let me again tell you, coefficient of x square is a, coefficient of x is b, and this is called constant term. Whatever is the sign you have to include. If in place of this I have minus 3, minus 3 is the value of c. So what have I written? Let alpha and beta be the zeros of this. You know what is the meaning of zeros? Means solution. Can you split the middle term? No. So I just assume that alpha and beta be the two zeros. Means two values of x, because this is a quadratic equation in x. So two values of x, alpha and beta. Now this is very important output. Sum of the zeros. Sum of the zeros means you have to add up alpha plus beta is equal to minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. Minus is the formula, remember. Coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. I'll be using this one later when you just see in the problems. Very important problems. It used to come in SSC also. Now minus is minus, coefficient of x. What is the coefficient of x here? B. Divided by a, because coefficient of x square is a. Now what is product? You have to remember two things. Sum of the zeros, product of the zeros. Product of the zeros, how do we write? Alpha into beta, because alpha and beta are the two zeros. But what is the formula? Constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Point to be noted here is both denominator is coefficient of x square, coefficient of x square. In sum is minus coefficient of x. In product it is constant term by coefficient of x square. Constant term is c, c by a. So let me explain you this one using a simple example. Now check this question. 2x square minus 3x minus 5 equal to... This will not give you zeros. This will not give you the value of x. But it will give you sum of the zeros and product of the zeros. Means you don't have to calculate. See, otherwise if I ask you find out the sum of the zeros, first of all what you have to do? You have to first calculate the zeros first. You have to split the middle term or use quadratic formula, find out zeros. Zeros means the value of x. And then find out sum, and then find out product. But by looking the question, we can find out sum and product very easily by using this formula, this two. Now this question you see, this is A, this is B, and this is C. Now sum of the zeros, S, sum of the zeros, and this is product of the zeros. Sum of the zeros is minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. Minus is minus, coefficient of x here is minus 3 divided by coefficient of x square here is 2. And minus into minus is plus, 3 by 2. That means if you add the two zeros, it will be 3 by 2. It will not give you the zeros, but it will give you sum and product. To get the zeros, you know how to calculate, by splitting or by quadratic formula. Here I am teaching you how to get sum of the zeros and product of the zeros. Now product alpha beta equal to, what is product? Constant term. Don't remember this way, ABC. Remember like this, minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square, constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Always coefficient of x square, coefficient of x square, same. Now in the first part is minus coefficient of x, second part is constant term. Now what is the constant term here? Is minus 5 divided by coefficient of x square. So done. This is sum and product. This is how we calculate. Now let's see some questions based on this comparing the coefficients. Very important questions. Just see the question here. This is the quadratic equation we are given, x square minus 5x plus 4 equal to 0. If alpha and beta are zeros, suppose this alpha and beta are the two zeros. Actually we can already find out the zeros here, no problem. Yes, but suppose alpha and beta are the two zeros, and unnecessarily why to find out zeros if the question is not to find out the zeros. Here alpha and beta are the zeros, the question is find alpha plus beta. Find alpha beta. Find alpha square plus beta square. Find alpha by beta plus beta by alpha. Find alpha cube plus beta cube. And find alpha to the power 5 plus beta to the power 5. Now these two are very much familiar. If alpha and beta are the two zeros, that means what? Alpha plus beta is sum of the zeros and alpha beta is product of the zeros. So based on these two only, all this we can answer it. So let's find out first alpha plus beta. What is alpha plus beta? Is minus b by a. Minus is the formula, b is coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. Minus, what is coefficient of x? Is minus 5. Minus 5. Divided by coefficient of x square is 1. So answer is 5. Alpha beta is product of the zeros. Product of the zeros is constant term divided by coefficient of x square. So that's why I have written c by a. Constant term here is 4 and coefficient of x square is 1. So answer is 4. Now these two are very important. Now our equation is find out alpha square plus beta square. Alpha square plus beta square, in order to find out, you have to know one formula, a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. See what have I written here. Alpha square plus beta square, in order to find out, directly I cannot find. Now I have to first expand. A alpha plus beta whole square is equal to alpha square plus twice alpha beta plus beta square. Now I already know alpha plus beta. See, it's connected. Alpha plus beta is 5 or not? 5. In place of alpha plus beta I wrote 5. So it becomes 5 square equal to alpha square as it is plus as it is 2 as it is. But alpha beta also I already know. Alpha beta is 4. So 2 into 4 plus beta square as it is. Now you see alpha square and beta square I have here. That means 2 4s are 8. I have to shift this side. So 5 square is 25 minus 8. So this is the value of alpha square plus beta square is 17. Now very important. Next, let's find out alpha by beta plus beta by alpha. What is alpha by beta plus beta by alpha? So you take LCM. LCM is beta and alpha. How you take LCM? Beta and beta same. Beta and beta same. Alpha will multiply with alpha. Alpha with alpha, alpha square. Alpha, alpha same. Beta with beta, beta square. So alpha square plus beta square I am getting, and denominator I am getting beta alpha. This though we know already. Alpha into beta, the value we know, product of the zeros. But this also we already calculated. Suppose in the exam time you have only this, you are asked only to this one to find out. So no problem, you have to first get it this one. But don't write it differently. In this step only, write down the formula. Or calculate this one first separately, and alpha beta you already know. That means to find out anything you have to know sum and product for sure. And what is alpha square plus beta square? Is 17. 17 out of 4. Alpha into beta is 4. We have already calculated. Remember, alpha plus beta is 5 and alpha beta is 4. All are connected here. So 17 by 4. We get the answer. And what is alpha cube plus beta cube? In order to answer this one, we have to know a plus b whole cube. A plus b whole cube. Algebra formula is a cube plus 3ab a plus b plus b cube. Remember this formula. So alpha plus beta whole cube. Directly we cannot answer it, so I am going indirect way so that you can understand every steps. Alpha plus beta whole cube is alpha cube plus 3 alpha beta. Alpha plus beta plus beta cube. Check. Now I know alpha plus beta value. It is 5. 5 cube. Alpha cube as it is. 3 here. Alpha beta I know. Alpha beta is 4. Alpha plus beta is 5. And beta cube as it is. That's how it becomes 65. Check. Now the most important part here. See this question. Everything is connected. Alpha to the power 5 plus beta to the power 5. Now to the power 5 I don't have any formula. What can I expand those so that I will get to the power 5? It's not that, don't tell me that I'll expand alpha plus beta whole power 5. It will be very difficult for you. So always remember that, okay, if I say x square into x cube, is it not x to the power 5? 2 plus 3, 5. That is the concept I'm going to use here now. Check here. Alpha 5 plus beta 5. So what will I do now? I already have this value. I already have this value. So what I have done, alpha square plus beta square and alpha cube plus beta cube, I will multiply them up. Thinking that 2 plus 3 will be 5 and 2 plus 3 also will be 5. But let me expand it. Let me find out the product. Alpha square with alpha cube is alpha to the power 5. Now alpha square with beta cube is alpha square beta cube. Now beta square with alpha cube is alpha cube beta square. Beta square with beta to the power 3 is beta to the power 5. Now you check now, this value I have. Now this one as it is. In these two there is something common. You check. Alpha square I have here, alpha cube I have. That means alpha square is common. Here I have beta cube and beta square. Beta square is common. What is left? In the first part beta is left. Second part alpha is left. You check. This has become alpha square plus beta square. Alpha square and beta square, can't I write alpha beta whole square? Check in the next step what have I written. Now this is my question. See, I am getting what is my required question. The remaining I have to shift this side. So leaving this one, if I shift to the other side, already this one is there, this one is there, this will go this side, it will become minus alpha beta whole square, means this one I have square it, because individual square multiplied I can square like this, and beta plus alpha I am writing alpha plus beta. Simple shifting only. Now all the values I have, this is 17, this is 65, this is minus alpha beta square is 4 square, alpha plus beta 5. This is the answer. See how easy is this? If you have to the power 6, alpha 6 plus beta 6, use the concept alpha to the power 3, means like you use the concept alpha 3 plus beta 3, and next will be alpha 3 plus beta 3. You product, because 3 plus 3 gives us 6. That way you have to practice by your own. It's not that up to this only you have to practice. Questions you can make up by yourself from here itself. Hope you are understanding. Now let's see the next part. Next topic will be nature of roots. What is nature of roots? Today I'll give you explanations plus examples. Later we'll see some questions. We'll try to practice. You also will try practicing. Nature of roots. What is nature of roots? Means how does a roots looks like? Roots means doesn't mean a square root. Roots means the solution. You already know. By now, if I say roots of the equation, doesn't mean that it's a square root. Roots of the equation means the value of the unknown which is present in the equation. Solution, I can say solution, value of x. If unknown is y, value of y is called the root. X equal to x minus 2 equal to 5, x equal to 7. X equal to 7 is the root of this equation, is a solution. Now, nature of roots, let's see. This is the general form. Always remember the general form. This will help us to know so many formulas. So this you are already familiar. Made in India, remember. And this one, which you can see inside the square root. Inside the square root, what do we have? B square minus 4ac. This is very important. Very, very important. Why it is important, I'll tell you. Because this part is where inside the square root. As this is inside the square root, it is very important. Now you see, square root of 4 is a perfect square too. Huh? If I say square root of 0 is 0. If I say square root of minus 2, square root, and that also negative, we don't have. It is not a real number. It is called imaginary number. Imaginary number. Or it comes under complex number chapter. Now this part determines the roots. This part determines the value of x. Whatever is inside the square root, that is very, very important. Means whether the roots are real or imaginary, what type, this will determine. B square minus 4ac will determine. So that's why D means discriminant. What is discriminant? B square minus 4ac is that, not the root. Okay, inside part is important. This is important. This is called discriminant. Now, if discriminant is less than 0 means number line, 0 less than means this, negative. If discriminant is negative, square root of negative. Square root of negative means, I already told you, imaginary. Means no real roots. Means this value of x is not real. It's not real number. It is complex number. Now if discriminant is equal to 0, they have real and equal roots. They have real and equal roots. How it become real and equal? Just check. X is equal to what? Minus b plus minus root over 0. Discriminant is 0 divided by 2a. Now you see, we have got only minus b by 2a because square root of 0 is 0, plus minus is meaningless. Minus b by 2a. That's the value of x. Now I told you, in quadratic equation you have two solutions. That's why it is real number. But equal roots means same. I will write x equal to minus b by, I'll write minus b by 2a and minus b by 2a. That's why it is becoming, here I have written here, real and equal roots when discriminant is 0. That means when discriminant is bigger than 0 means positive. It is real and unequal. Obviously, check. Minus b plus minus root over 3. 3 is bigger than 0, no? Divided by 2a. So I'm not giving you this example. Just see this part. Our concern is this. That means minus b plus root over 3 is divided by 2a is one solution. Another solution is minus b minus root over 3 by 2a. So it is real, huh? But they are unequal. They are not equal. One is plus root 3 minus b plus root 3 by 2a. The other is minus b minus root 3 by 2a. So real and unequal. So hope you have understood. In this case, you will have two cases. Whether the number will be perfect square. If it is a perfect square, it will come out of the root. And another will be not a perfect square, which means it is irrational number. Like root over 4 is bigger than 0. So it's a perfect square. It will come out of the root. It's called rational number. Rational. If I have root over 3, it will not come out of the root. It is called irrational number. So it will happen only in this case. So hope you have understood. Discriminant less than 0 means square root of negative. What is discriminant? You have to know. B square minus 4ac is the discriminant. You have to know what is b, a, b, c. So if discriminant is 0, you'll have imaginary. Why imaginary? Because square root of negative is imaginary only. It's not a real, so no real roots. Discriminant equal to 0, real and equal roots. Okay, it's real and equal. And discriminant bigger than 0, real and unequal. Very important. Now let's see, next topic will be formation. So we'll see later, I'll give you questions. Now just know the concept and copy down in your copy. Now next will be formation. Formation of what? Quadratic equation. Or how do you make a quadratic polynomial by your own? You can make the quadratic polynomial by your own if you know two things. One, if you know alpha, and one you know beta. That means, is it not? It's very interesting. I give you the value of x. Suppose I say x is equal to 2 and another value of x is 3. Based on this only you can have that quadratic polynomial. Means what happens? We have the equation, we get the value of x this way. Now using this you can go back and find out what is the equation. That's very interesting. Now let's see. For that you have to know the two zeros. So I have written here alpha, beta are two zeros. Then the quadratic polynomial is given by alpha minus alpha, x minus beta. So you don't have to remember this one, this much. Just remember this. X square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta. That means x square minus sum of the zeros x plus product of the zeros. This is how you can form. Suppose I have this one, the value of x is 2 and 3. So how does a quadratic polynomial looks like? It is x square minus sum of the zeros 2 plus 3 x plus product of the zeros 2 into 3. So it is x square minus 5x plus 6. This is the quadratic polynomial. Based on the zeros you get the answer. So very very important. Now I'll give you some shortcuts here. Means like in the formation when we solve some questions, time to time I'm giving you shortcuts. Let's see. X square minus 3x minus 2 equal to 0. Suppose this is the equation. And let's say that alpha and beta are roots of this equation. Okay, means solution. Alpha and beta of which equation? This one. Form an equation. We have to form an equation whose roots are 2 alpha and 2 beta. Now 2 alpha and 2 beta are the roots of the new equation. Now we have to form an equation based on this, or it can be minus alpha and minus beta. It can be this, or it can be any type. You can just modify this one. You can give different. It can be anything. So based on these zeros, I have to form one new quadratic polynomial, one new equation. Now why this is given then? Why this is given? See, there is some connection. Alpha here 2 alpha, beta here 2 beta. Some connection is there. With this alpha beta and with this equation, there is a hint to get another equation. So in the next video, I'll show you the detailed steps of everything. Today I'll teach you some shortcut how to find out. See, 2 alpha and 2 beta. So in this case, what you'll do first, just 2 alpha, whatever 2 alpha you take or 2 beta you take, just let it be equal to x, means from here only. If this y square minus 3y minus 2, then you will write equal to y. So 2 alpha equal to x, or you can write 2 beta also equal to x. It's your choice. And what is alpha? Alpha is x by 2. Okay, alpha is the zeros of what? Alpha is the zeros of this equation, na? Yes, alpha is the value of x and beta is also value of x. Means alpha and beta are what? The solution. Solution means what? Value of x. Now what have I done here? I have made 2 alpha equal to x and alpha equal to x by 2. And wherever is x here, I am going to replace by x by 2 because alpha is x by 2. Alpha is the solution of what? Is the solution of this equation. Na? So in place of alpha x by 2, in place of alpha as x by 2, I'll put here. So x square means x by 2 square. Minus 3x means 3 into x by 2. See, 3x. Minus 2 equal to 0. X square, 2 square is 4. Take LCM. and shift upside. LCM is 4. LCM is 4. 4 1 times 1 into x square is x square. 2 2 times 2 into 3 is 6x. Here 1 1 4 times 4 2s are 8, and this 0 goes this side and it becomes 0. So this is the quadratic polynomial. For which zeros? 2 alpha and 2 beta. Hope you have understood. This is a shortcut way, very easy. Otherwise, one long method is also there. That one I'll teach you next. Now you see here, using this minus alpha minus beta. Same way you'll write. Let minus alpha is equal to x. And what is alpha? Alpha is equal to minus x. And put this value of alpha minus x here. In place of x, just put minus x square. I'm showing you here. See, alpha equal to minus x square minus 3x. X, it was 3x, so x has become minus x minus 2. So this is the quadratic polynomial for which zeros? Minus alpha and minus beta. Similarly, another also I have, last one is what? Minus alpha by 2 minus beta by 2. So just write again same thing. Write down again same thing. Minus alpha by 2, let it be equal to x, and find out alpha. Alpha is minus 2x. Put here. This is the quadratic polynomial. So 2 more examples to be shown, and then we'll just finish for today. Now let's see. 2x square minus kx plus 5 equal to 0 is the equation, is the quadratic polynomial. Now one root is given. If one root is twice the other, find k. See, k is here, huh? This is k. See, one root is twice the other. See, one root is twice the other. Means one root is connected with the other. If I say one root is 2, another root will be 2 into 2 because twice the other. Here what is mentioned? One root is twice the other. So I cannot simply guess, no, like this. So I have to write, let one of the root be alpha. And the other root will be what? 2 alpha. Because one root is twice the other. Now alpha and 2 alpha, I know the roots. Now I have to find out the value of k. So to find out any unknown, I told you that I need left hand side and I need right hand side. Something like this. But this one, you cannot split the middle term, na? 5 2s are 10. And how will you get the value? This, how can you split this k? So you have to use the concept. I told you sum of the zeros and product of the zeros, very important. Find out sum. Sum is this plus this equal to 3 alpha. And what is based on the formula sum of the zeros? Sum of the zeros is minus coefficient of x minus b by a. Remember, coefficient of x here is minus k. Minus of minus k, minus of minus k, divided by coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square is 2. So this becomes k by 2. So see, k by 2. So 3 alpha is k by 2. So what is alpha? K by 6. Just shift down. This is one part. See. Now this, using this also, still alpha is, we don't know. We have to find out k. I cannot use this equation yet. I have to find out another product of the zeros. I have to use another equation. Product of the zeros. What is product of the zeros? Alpha into 2 alpha. We still had alpha beta? No. That time because our zeros was alpha and beta. Now, but our zeros here is alpha and 2 alpha. Product. Alpha into 2 alpha. Product. Product of the zeros is constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Constant term here is 5. Divided by coefficient of x square is 2. So, alpha into 2 alpha is 2 alpha square. 2 alpha square. 2 alpha square. When what is alpha? K by 6. So 2 k by 6 square equal to 5 by 2. Now k square is k square. 6 square 36. 5 by 2. K square equals to 45. Now k becomes root over 45. It is the value of k. See how easily we got. Now one very very important question to wind up. Just check. This is the... Sometimes, no, this type of problems, when one root is connected with the other, sometimes, no, using sum only you can get the answer. Using sum only. But sometimes we have to use like sum and product. Like suppose I say one root is negative of the other, suppose I say one root is negative of the other, that time your sum will be what? Alpha plus minus alpha, because one root is the negative of the other, sum becomes what? 0. And this sum of the zeros is what? Something by something, something by something. You will get something here, something here. You already get an equation, no? Just shift here, you will get the unknown. Sometimes using sum or using product, you get the answer directly. But sometimes you have to use sum and product both. So when we solve more questions, you will understand better. If one root is square of other, see, one root is square of other. That means if one root is 2, the other root will be 2 square. If one root is alpha, the other root will be alpha square. See, find relation among A, B and C. I cannot find out A, B, C together. It's not possible. See, 3 unknown. How to find out? Na? Using sum or product also I cannot find out. Three variables unknown. So what is the question? We have to find out just the relation among A, B and C. Now you see, S equal to sum equals to this alpha plus alpha square, and the formula is minus B by A, directly only, minus coefficient of X divided by A. This is just the general form. Product is this, C by A. Now how to relate these two? Now alpha cube is equal to C by A. What is alpha? Alpha equals to cube root. When cube goes to the other side, it becomes cube root of C by A. Cube root means power is 1 by 3. Down also power will be 1 by 3. Square root of 2 means 2 to the power 1 by 2. Okay. Fourth root of 2 means 2 to the power 1 by 4. Cube root of C by A means C to the power 1 by 3 and A to the power 1 by 3. As there is fraction, this cube root will go to both. Now I got the value of alpha. Check. Alpha is equal to this. Now this alpha value I'll put here. Alpha plus alpha square. In place of alpha plus alpha square equal to minus B by A, I will put, in place of alpha I'll put C 1 by 3 divided by A 1 by 3. Alpha square is C 1 by 3, A 1 by 3 whole square is equal to this. Now you check, what have I done? 1 2 is a 2, 2 by 3. This side it becomes, because this power 1 by 3 will multiply with 2, it will become 2 by 3. 1 by 3 will multiply with 2, it will become 2 by 3. So this is done. Now check next, what have I done? This A I have multiplied upside. When A will multiply upside, it will go to both. A is multiplied to both. Now you check, what is the one more step you can write after this step. One more step. Let me just continue here. One more step you can write. See, the power of A is what here? 1. And the power of A is 1 here. Now you see, as this has A and this has A as the base, I can subtract the power. Because if something is in this form, numerator and denominator, if the bases are same, we can subtract the power. Multiplication, we add the power. But in division, we subtract the power. I can write C 1 by 3, A power is 1, minus 1 by 3. See, minus, no? This goes up there, subtract the power. Plus C 2 by 3, this as it is. Now A 1 minus 2 by 3 equal to minus B. Now C 1 by 3, A to the power, here the LCM is 3, 3 minus 1 is 2, 2 by 3, plus C 2 by 3, A, LCM is 3, 1, 3, 3 minus 2 is 1, equal to minus B. You can write this is the relation among A, B and C. I hope you have understood. If you have any doubt, please let me know. And next class I'll come up with more problems, because the concept up to here, the concept part is done, and so many examples we have seen. So hope so you have understood. Thank you.